a lot of okays. They're in agreement.
I was interested to see, sitting next to Greg Duplantis, was the French decathlete Baptiste Thierry, a 570 vaulter himself, possibly picking up a few tips for the future.
Got his notebook and his camera to try and take note. We have one track race left this evening. It's the women's 3,000 metre steeplechase final. And Luiza Gega of Albania, until probably a few days ago, would have thought she was a shoo-in for this gold medal, until Lizzie Bird went really fast in Monaco. Leah Meyer is the German champion. She's on posters all around the city centre here. Leah Meyer, another fantastically popular German athlete. They've got great following here in their home nation. Michelle Finn, Nishma Shrimczak of Slovenia, she's on a comeback from injury. Now Lizzie Bird has that blue number because she went all the way down to 9 minutes and 7 seconds at the Monaco Diamond League. Took a whopping 7 seconds off the British record. Luiza Gega of Albania holds every national record from 800 to marathon, including this, the steeplechase. She was 5th at the World Championships, a top European in Oregon. And I wouldn't be surprised if Luiza Gega made this race fast. Maybe not from the start. She might wait a little bit. Elena Boucard is very experienced. She's done so many championships. And she thanks the crowd for their support. Robles to the personal best at the World Champs. We've got full 15 athletes down there. Amy Pratt, 7th at the World Championships. Second European home there. She was really excited to see what she could do with the rest of the summer. Similar to Dina Asher-Smith and Jasmine Sawyers, Ailish McColgan, Amy Pratt, another athlete, talking about the effects of the menstrual cycle on their bodies and how they compete, because Amy Pratt was bitterly disappointed with the 4th place at the Commonwealth Games. And then had to watch on as Lizzie Bird took that national record. Just over 7.5 laps of the track. Mondo Duplantis, the only other competitor still out there active. And these 15 women hauling themselves round the outside of the track, over 35 barriers. And Luiza Gega of Albania to the fore straight away. She's super quick over a range of distances. It's at least 4:03 or so, her Albanian record on 1,500 metre speed. But she's carving out a brilliant career over steeplechase. For a few years, it was the Americans, and that's Emma Coburn, getting involved with the African athletes, and Courtney Frericks and Geza Krauser sort of started the charge of the European athletes, getting them involved on a global stage. And Luiza Gega very much holding that mantle now. Geza Kraus would have been the 3-time defending champion. I think that's why we've seen this event timetabled at the end of day 6 here at the European Championships. Geza Krauser just struggling with injury, but she's inspired her nation super well. Leah Meyer of Germany pushing herself to new heights with every season that goes by. So Luiza Gega through the 400 metre mark, I think at around about 70, which is very swift, but that first quarter often is. They haven't got as many barriers to get over, and they haven't got the water jump. Here's our first look at the water jump. Hurdling any of these barriers in a big group is a change for a lot of these athletes. If they're competing at a national level at home, they might be out at the front on their own, getting a clear sight of the barrier, and suddenly they've got to learn to hurdle in a group. Geza Krauser was supreme at that, and she's dominated this event for the last few years. But Luiza Gega out the front at the moment. Swiss athlete Chiara Scherder is the new national record holder for Switzerland. She bettered the mark of Fabian Schlumpf at the Paris Diamond League. Lizzie Bird ran a small national record at the Paris Diamond League as well. Our Europeans have had a really good time, particularly Stockholm and Paris. Alice Finot of France, another athlete that has catapulted up the European rankings this season, unfortunately injuring herself at the World Championships. She's not able to be here. Luiza Gega, Lizzie Bird, the fastest on paper. The likes of Scherer, Meyer, Amy Pratt certainly got a claim at a medal.
Well, as you say, Hannah, it's a slightly different complexion to, let's say, some of the Diamond League circuit and World finals. Not many of these women have the experience of being part of this competition. We've been waiting all night for this final. I've been waiting all summer for it, just to see what it'd be like. No case of Felicitas Krause, but Luiza Gega is the one with the experience, and she's taken out this final nicely.
Right, it is indeed a championship record bar of 6:06. Mondo's going to try and get it in while the women's 3,000 metre steeplechase is going on. This is Mondo Duplantis' first attempt to add a centimetre to his own championship record. Duplantis plants, Duplantis flies, and he's over! 6 metres and 6 centimetres for Mondo Duplantis. Well, on a chilly evening like this, and a damp evening when it's difficult to go at full speed down the run-up, that is an absolutely huge performance. He's gone over 6 metres in the past on several occasions in rainy and damp conditions, but that was an absolutely marvellous vault. What's he going to do now? Is he going to put it up to 4? How much further can he put it up? Maybe 6 metres 22. He's got nothing to lose. What a stunning vault. That, for my money, could have been a world record vault if the bar had been up at 6:22. Huge clearance. His high point was probably at around 6:25. Yes, his chest was close to the bar, and he still hasn't had a failure in this competition. The rest of the world just has to watch, and watch in awe. And his mum and dad, Greg and Helena, looking rather impassive. They think it's just another day in the office, it seems. But no, that is absolutely stunning vaulting from Mondo Duplantis. And he's getting the congratulations already, once again, of all the other vaulters.
3.5 laps left in the women's steeplechase. Luiza Gega of Albania poured on the pressure. She started this move around about 2 laps ago. I thought Lizzie Bird of Great Britain and Northern Ireland might have missed the move, but she's managed to get herself up into second place. Amy Pratt, Leah Mayer, Scherer of Switzerland working hard for that bronze medal position. Luiza Gega did a 3-minute first kilometre. We've just seen a championship record from Mondo Duplantis. Championship record in this event stands at 9 minutes and 17. Luiza Gega surely is going to be miles under that. And it might not even be the Albanian that takes the gold medal, because Lizzie Bird is sticking to her like glue. They've gone through 3 laps to go. They're coming up to the final kilometre.
But if Luiza Gega could hang on, this would be a huge piece of history for Albania, a country that's never won an Olympic medal in any sport. But this woman has been the flag bearer for them at the last 2 games. Her silver medal from 2016, their best performance ever at these championships. She could well, surely at least match that.
3:07 second kilometre for Luiza Gega. We have chucked in a few extra barriers and a water jump, so she's maintaining a fantastic tempo here, probably right around her personal best mark of 9 minutes and 10 seconds. But Luiza Gega takes a look over her shoulder. There'll be so many championships, so many races where you could hear your competitors, but not here in Munich. They are roaring. They've been treated to a wonderful spectacle of Mondo Duplantis and a championship record. And now Leah Mayer is eating up ground on Lizzie Bird and Luiza Gega. She's having a run of her life. I thought we might be looking for Amy Pratt to catch Leah Mayer, but with 2 laps to go, it's Albania in 1, Great Britain and Northern Ireland in 2nd, and Germany in 3rd. We've seen so many inspired German performances here on this track. Could Leah Mayer be about to deliver another? She's 15 seconds slower on personal best than Luiza Gega. Much more, another 3 seconds slower than that behind Lizzie Bird. But Leah Mayer having the run of her life at the moment.
Wow, Mayer just joining our top 2. Gega, she's led for so long. How much does she have left?
Luiza Gega, for the first time, opens up daylight between her and Lizzie Bird. The graphic is telling us it's 5 meters between Gega and Lizzie Bird. There's a roar from the crowd because Leah Meyer has overtaken and gone into the silver medal position, and Leah Meyer just bravely striking out Lizzie Bird atop of the European rankings with her 9:07. And at the moment in the bronze medal position. But just as I say that, Lizzie Bird responds. We see this at the British Championships very often from Lizzie Bird. The penultimate lap doesn't look so special, and then she lifts and she drives. In many steeplechase fields, Lizzie Bird would have one of the fastest personal bests at around about 4:12, but Luiza Gega is on another planet in terms of 1500 metre running, and at the moment is just stretching away from Lizzie Bird and Leah Meyer. Luiza Gega hits the top of the back straight. She's got over that barrier cleanly. She's got 2 barriers and 1 water jump to go to take the gold medal for Albania. She took a silver behind Geza Krause 4 years ago. Silver in Amsterdam in 2016. Apologies, a while ago. And then Gega came and did 1500 metres for a while, experimented with the half marathon, with the marathon. But Luiza Gega of Albania back in the steeplechase, surely her best event. She is so good over the barriers, defying logic. She shouldn't be. She's a bit shorter than some of her competitors, but Luiza Gega clearly works incredibly hard at her technique. And Leah Meyer, this is an incredible performance. Lizzie Bird looking to be struggling. Luiza Gega safely over the final barrier. She is going to take a gold medal for Albania. No medal so far for Albania anywhere else on this European Athletics Track Championships. And Luiza Gega looks like she's crying across the line with 9:11, a championship record. Leah Meyer, a huge personal best and a silver medal, and a very tired Lizzie Bird holds on for a bronze medal. Lizzie Bird went for it, tried to match the move of Luiza Gega. Leah Meyer, what a well-judged middle kilometre. She had the bravery and the commitment to pull herself past the likes of Lizzie Bird and Amy Pratt, the other athletes that were trying to compete behind. A massive personal best for Leah Meyer as well. 10 seconds, lowering from 9:25, that was already a personal best this season, all the way down to 9:15. It's a shame not to see Geza Krause go for a hat-trick for Germany in front of a home crowd, but Leah Meyer giving this stadium a lot to cheer about.
They will be dancing in the streets of Tirana and in Gega's hometown of Diba in the north-east of the country tonight. What a performance. Their first gold medal at these championships. Never won a medal at the World Athletics Championships or the Olympic Games, Albania. Truly incredible stuff. And you know what? She ran that gun to tape as though no one was ever going to come past her. Incredible stuff. Meyer really got the lift of the crowd to step through into second place to get that silver for Germany. And look how tired Lizzie Bird is. Credit to her, though. She would have been waiting for the European Championships to be a medal contender. Someone who was an immigration officer until a couple of years ago and committed to athletics to try and achieve something like this. You can see some tired athletes well down there who couldn't live with that opening pace. Couldn't believe it, Anna. 3 minutes for the opening kilometre. Absolutely extraordinary for Gega. You just wondered if the 33-year-old was going to tire at some point. But it's been a night of athletes just giving energy until the last. Just like Femke Bol. How many races has she had? What incredible form from Luiza Gega, and she's the champion for Albania.
Luiza Gega coming off that brilliant 5th place at the World Championships. That was a quick race. There was other athletes that made that running, and I did think if Luiza Gega realised, that was brought out her very best performance, a 5th place at the World Championships. And to do that when you're following other athletes, whether that's at a Diamond League or at a World Championships, is one thing. But Luiza Gega showing so much poise and experience to lead this final gun to tape. So 3 minutes, a 3:07, and then a 3:04 last kilometre, mainly on her own. She's so good at hurdling. There is an advantage of leading in steeplechase as well. You get a clear sight at the barrier. You've not got to worry about everyone else behind you slowing down, speeding up, swinging wide. Luiza Gega could just run the rail the whole way through, and she got almost a lap of honour on her own in the race. She pulled away from everybody else. Look at her sighting that barrier, gets over it, and then checks the big screen. Such is the experience of the Albanian athlete. And it was at this point, around about 350 metres to go, and Leah Meyer overtook an athlete that has just run 18 seconds faster than she ever has. There'll be no Leah Mayer was on for a 10-second personal best in front of the home crowd. Inspired and brave, much like Constanza Klosterhalf and Richard Ringer, gold medalists in the endurance events. Leah Mayer bringing her very, very, very best at home championships. Berlin was special 4 years ago. Munich has been very kind to its local athletes. But Luiza Gega, immediate outpouring of emotion.
I think we all have to fight off the tears after watching Luiza Gega win there. Look at that Maya, what it means to her. Lizzie Bird, well, tough to take. She looked exhausted over the last couple of laps, but she did still intelligently try to save something for the final 400. So tactically, pretty good as well. Athletes dropping well back behind. Amy Pratt was in fourth at one point, but dropped to seventh over the last couple of laps. So just tells you how much